For one last time, the officers and sailors of HMS Edinburgh parade in front of the ship. This was it, the time to say goodbye. Not just to HMS Edinburgh, but also almost 40 years of the Type 42.
We've been really determined in this ship's company to uphold the tradition that the 42s have forged over their life. So a huge amount of pride today. Everybody is keen to show Edinburgh in her best light.
HMS Edinburgh was laid down at the Cammell Laird yard in 1980, joining the fleet in 1985. Since then, she's steamed almost 700,000 miles and was involved in a number of deployments, including to the Gulf in 2003 for Optelic, the Second Gulf War. Among veterans of the ship attending the ceremony today, her first CO.
The ship looked as good today as it did in its early days. It's really borne up well over the last 28 years or so.
HMS Edinburgh was the last of 14 Type 42s built for the Royal Navy.
The Fighting 42s, as this class of destroyer became known, has been the linchpin of the Royal Navy for almost 40 years, serving everywhere with distinction from the Falklands campaign right up to Libya.
This is the distressing side of HMS Sheffield, the first in class, lost in the Falklands War, as was fellow Type 42 HMS Coventry. After the conflict, these destroyers were vital in the Royal Navy's efforts to patrol the South Atlantic. Here, HMS Southampton on routine deployment to the region in 2007. A year earlier, HMS Gloucester showed the versatility of this class, helping to evacuate entitled British civilians from war-torn Beirut. Following a flypast by a Sea Fury, the final act. The White Ensign is lowered, never to be raised again on this ship. This is the official mark that HMS Edinburgh has left the Royal Navy. The flag was carefully wrapped and will be kept as an everlasting reminder of the times this ship has seen over 28 years serving the nation, and of the great legacy of service given by the entire fleet of Type 42 Sheffield-class destroyers, which has now ended. Tim Cooper, Forces News, Portsmouth.